Hey guys, Monster50 here, coming a quick review for Startup, as I said I would have. And yeah, so first of all, the storyline. Well, let me just say, going into this film, I didn't really have any expectations. I heard good things about it, so I wasn't expecting it to be shit by any means. I expected it to be good, but I wasn't expecting anything amazing. And yeah, I didn't really know about this film until about a couple of weeks ago, and it just came out. I was like, oh fuck it, might as well go see it then. And yeah, that's what my expectations prior to seeing it were. Now let me get into it. First of all, the storyline. Now the storyline is somewhat generic, but at the same time it's got a unique sort of spin to it, you know. Okay, it's a prison drama. You've seen how many of those, even in recent years, how many of these sort of films have you seen? And I mean, just look at Fender, even Fender that came out just a little while ago, and that was a similar sort of situation. I mean, a similar sort of film. So yeah, storyline wise, it's pretty generic, but at the same time, it is pretty well done, and it's pretty damn realistic, I must say. Well, obviously, I've never been in this sort of situation, but from what I can tell, it does seem like it's actually done really well and done really realistically. And I know the guy that made this actually did work in the prison. I believe he's a counsellor in it, and it's based on his experience as that and what he'd seen. And if so, then, you know, he is going to get it pretty damn accurate. And yeah, so storyline, I'll probably give it a 7. It's pretty generic, but it's done very well, and it is very realistic in the way it's told. The characters are very interesting. You got the counsellor character, obviously, who is probably the most relatable and likable character in the film. You've got Jack O'Connell's character, who is a complex character. You don't like him. He's not really a likable character, but he is a pitiful character. You tend to pity him and feel sorry for him more than relate to him or like him. I hope you don't relate to him. If you relate to this guy, then Jesus, your life must fucking suck. But yeah, cause he's like such a damaged character. You know, he's a bit of a prick the whole film, but he is a damaged character, and you understand where he's coming from and why he is like the way he is, and how fucked up of a childhood he's had, and you know how fucked up of a life in general he's had. I mean, his dad's in jail with him as well, so yeah. And then you got obviously the character of the dad, who is also very complex. He's a very similar character to his son, but he tends to be able to control his anger better than his son does. And that's basically the only real difference between the two. The only main difference, anyway. And yeah, those are the main characters. There's a few other side characters who are also pretty good in the film, like the people in the support group, and well, I don't know if it's support group. The people in the counselling session, and a few others like you know the prison guards and that. But they ain't really main characters. But they are all done pretty well. So character-wise, the film is pretty damn strong character-wise. I'm going to give the film a 9 based on characters. The acting is phenomenal. Jack O'Connell is a great actor. He always tends to play the same role in pretty much every film he's in. You know, Eden Lake. Harry Brown is slightly different. He's more of the more of the relatable guy in Harry Brown, although he was still one of the pricks in the chavvy gangs. And this is England even, and there's another one that's not coming to my head right now. There's a lot of them that he pretty much plays the same sort of character, but he does it so damn well that you don't really care, you know, one of those actors. The dad is played very well. The counsellor is done very well too. And pretty much everyone in this film does gives off a good performance, I will say that. And acting is extremely strong all round. I'll probably give it a 9.5 acting wise. And overall, guys, this film is very good. It's kind of a slow burn. There's a lot more talking than there is anything else, but you know, honestly, it didn't bother me. It may bother a few people if you're used to the sort of street films like Illman's, Kidulthood and all those sort of films. It's not like that. It's I guess the closest it is to Offender. The closest thing is is Offender, but even Offender had a lot more action in it than this. This is much more of a slow burn character. It's a character piece. There you go. It's a character study. That's what the film is. And if the idea of a character study about a young offender that's been moved to a big prison, a big man prison, if that sounds like your cup of tea, then you'll probably enjoy it. Otherwise, if you're more the kind of person that can't sit around and watch a character-driven piece where there's not much happening other than talking and people trying to figure this guy out, you may not enjoy it as much. There's a little bit of action in that, but it's far from the main focus of this film. But yeah, guys, that's all I really have to say on Starred Up. Overall, I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10. It's not the best film I've seen this year. It's probably the third best after Nymphomaniac and Wolf of Wall Street, but it is still a very good film and very well made, and I do recommend it if you can, if you're into this sort of film. So yeah, that's all I have to say on it, and yeah, Smash 50 signing out.